Hi, I'm Ryan, and welcome to my coding bootcamp journey. In this series, I will share my experiences as I learn to code through Flatiron School's web development program. If you know anyone that would enjoy this series, please send them to the link at the bottom of your screen. I'm going to take a moment to kind of explain the structure here. I'm first have it divided up into like four sections here. First one is kind of an overall kind of thing as far as what I've been doing and whatnot. Second section is what did I struggle with, then what worked well, and then what am I looking forward to? Right now I'm going through the pre-work at Flatiron School. In my most recent freelance journey vlog series, I think it was number 27, maybe 26. Um, yeah, adult memories. You know how that goes. Maybe I don't know how old you are. So anyway. Um, I explained in that one why I chose Flatiron School, so I'm not going to go into it here. But I do like the way that they structured their lessons. It's very straightforward, and I'm able to grok what they're teaching, and the labs are very well structured and whatnot, and they make it real. I have to applaud them on their help system. They make it really easy to get help. It's built right in, as far as like the interface and all that. You can see like other questions that people have posted, and that's helped me in two ways. One, it I can see what other people have if someone's asked a similar question that would apply to my situation, and see what they've done, and see what's what. And yeah, another one is to like kind of see like the nature of the questions other or yeah, the nature of the questions that other people are asking. Just because up until this point I've been self-taught uh, the most part, and so learning in a vacuum, and that it's just nice to kind of put myself in context. I'm not quite sure if that's the right. Um, but kind of like, okay, are other people struggling with the same things I am, kind of thing. Okay, that's a better way to explain it, Ryan. Yeah, okay. It helps with that as far as breaking down the barrier to asking for help, which is a challenge for me. Um, because one of the things that kind of goes through my head is okay, everyone else has figured this out. Why can't I do this? And then look through the questions. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, yeah, that that process has been very good. Has been very nice. And in the times that I have needed help, it's been a nice tool. So what did I struggle with this week? Well, we're in the pre work of learning Ruby, which a lot of the concepts that are in it. I was already familiar with because I have prior experience with Python, but the point I started kind of struggling with iterating through arrays this week, because there's a number of now what I mean by it is, let's say you have an array, which is essentially a list, and you need to go through it and do something to either all of the elements or a certain or whatever you need to do. And there's it to me it feels like there's a litany of different methods that you can call and all this. So yeah, this is kind of where I really met my first challenges, and usually most of the time it's because of something silly. Like I for on one of them I had a white space issue, and then yeah, join usually takes an argument. Oh, okay, and then to put in then and that something simple like that, which is 5 characters. That's all it was, and then that took care of and so most of the time when I find that I'm struggling with something, either I'm not understanding con not understanding something properly, or I'm forgetting something stupid. So yeah. And what worked well? I am actually going to plug someone else's content here. It's How to Think Like a Programmer. It's a talk by Andy Harris. And actually, I will put a link to it in the description below. And I am going to reference one part. I mean, the entire talk's useful, but I'm just reference one particular thing that he talked is most when beginners are struggling, usually it's not a code problem, it's an algorithm problem. And algorithm is just it's a complicated word or it's another way to describe order of operations, essentially. um, so I mean, so in the video, he explains, if anytime any of his students are struggling with something, they open up the lab, he slams it on their fingers, and no, get the pen and paper. And write it in English. Break down all of the steps into English, because that's stuff you can Google. And he mentions, try Googling what problem am I trying to solve, and you're gonna get something reminiscent of Jackson Pollock. Now, if you search for it, put in whatever language you're using, and pull only integer values from an array. That you can Google. But you gotta. It kind of helped me kind of get back to, okay. We just think about the process, the general overall process. Don't think about the code yet. The code you can search for. You gotta figure out the process. So I've done. So that's what worked. That's what worked well for me this week, and again, that I did that on my own. I already knew that I had watched the video previously, like some months ago, so I already knew it existed. But so I thought I revisit it, and it really helped me with a number of the labs. That when I started struggling, I'm like, okay, let's just write the algorithm in English, figure out the steps, and then search for the code, and that really cleared up a lot of errors. So right now, I'm getting into hashes or dictionaries, depending on what language you're using, pretty much the same thing. So which they. Yeah, we just started getting into nesting, which, man, that has potential. I mean, with I'm relative. I'm pretty. I'm very much a newbie here. So, but even now, I can see that there's definitely a lot of utility to this. And well, they actually in the course they mentioned that pretty much any API uses a nested hash of some kind. So yeah, that's all I have this week. So thank you for watching. If you want to stay up to date, please like and subscribe, and feel free to check out the rest of this series. If you have any comments or questions, please post them below, and I'll see you in the next chapter.